On February 26, 2074, a deafening roar echoed from a laboratory on Earth. Controlled nuclear fusion was achieved. This news, once confirmed, spread worldwide in an extremely short time. Heads of governments urgently discussed interstellar colonization plans and a new round of arms race. Scientists calculated that humanity had finally obtained a ticket to the Type 1 civilization. Business owners pondered how to maximize income through layoffs, while ordinary people took to the streets to celebrate the liberation of productivity and resources, fantasizing about a future where they only work 4 hours a day, 4 days a week. In the never-ending cosmic process of entropy increase, in the boundless expanse of the universe, human civilization once again stood at a crossroads of destiny. What awaits us? Welcome to Fantasiology, where bold imagination meets scientific logic. The chemical reaction equation for nuclear fusion is as follows: deuterium and tritium react to produce He and neutrons, resulting in mass loss. However, mass doesn't disappear but transforms into energy. According to the law of conservation of mass energy, 1 kilogram of mass loss can generate 9 times 10 to the 16th power joule of energy. The International Energy Agency, IEA, estimates global energy consumption at around 6 times 10 to the power of 20 joule per year. In other words, the energy produced by 10 tons of mass loss is enough for the entire human population for a year. Earth has ample deuterium and tritium, about 5 times 10 to the power of 12 tons and 2 times 10 to the power of 9 tons, respectively. Therefore, we conclude, controlled nuclear fusion equals, almost, unlimited energy. Now, envision the human civilization after the realization of controlled nuclear fusion. Electricity costs almost drop to zero, and electricity becomes the absolute dominator in the energy sector. Oil, coal, and natural gas become industrial raw materials, no longer used for power generation. Supply increases, and products like plastics and cosmetics made from these materials become cheaper. The Middle East, heavily reliant on oil, experiences a significant economic decline and escalating chaos. However, as the United States loses interest in oil, the region eventually embraces peace. Russia, heavily dependent on natural gas, faces its first non-man-made sanctions, resulting in a decline in power. Yet, with the once formidable fear of the Far East's cold climate no longer an issue, Russia's vast territory and resource richness finally come to the forefront. Society no longer advocates for conservation, and the focus shifts to extravagance, to eliminate excess resources. Unlimited electricity provides inexhaustible heat energy. Heating and cooling become multi-level, wide-ranging, and all-encompassing. Winter is no longer cold, and streets have electric heating, eliminating snow. Summer is not scorching, with fans standing like trees on streets, and air conditioning fills every corner inside the house. The concept of 4 seasons blurs, leaving only one: spring. Tropical organisms grow in polar regions, and vice versa. Coconuts grow in the Arctic Circle, monkeys climb trees in Siberian forests, penguins swim in the Strait of Malacca. As humans migrate and merge species across temperature zones, the biosphere undergoes a massive transformation. Seasonal and regional products like fruits, meat, and milk reach a supply-demand balance globally, making global prices homogeneous, stable, and low. The upstream industries of the industrial chain, such as metallurgy, chemical, and machinery, involve many industrial devices with massive power consumption, such as electric arc furnaces, blast furnaces, and chemical reactors. Therefore, the inexpensive electricity allows the lower-tier industrial systems to undergo explosive growth, surpassing the magnitude of the first industrial revolution when humanity initially began utilizing fossil fuels. Subsequently, the downstream industries of the industrial chain, including automobiles, textiles, and construction, will experience a rapid decline in production costs. The decrease in metal production costs means humans can freely change the physical structure of the world, exploring deeper into the Earth, building taller skyscrapers, and creating more intricate bridges. Humanity greatly expands the space for survival and development, living in a true cyber metropolis. As a result, housing and land prices plummet. Cheap electricity allows seawater to be transformed into fresh water at a low cost, eliminating water scarcity and uneven distribution. Water can be transported to arid areas, transforming deserts into water towns, and humanity gains more arable land. The abundance of energy, materials, and water resources sparks a new agricultural revolution after 10,000 years. Agricultural products receive 24-hour comprehensive care from robots and electronic devices without worrying about electricity consumption. The quality and quantity of agricultural products experience a tremendous explosion. The Earth's population limit soars from 20 billion to over 100 billion. As mentioned earlier, electricity dominates the energy sector, and electric vehicles become the rulers of transportation. Gas stations become nuclear power stations, and they are free. The vast electric transportation market drives technological progress, making ships, planes, and all engineering machinery electrified. The cheap energy leads to the flourishing development of automation technology. Coupled with the continuous improvement of artificial intelligence, robots are ubiquitous in homes, governments, factories, enterprises, schools, and hospitals. Houses, cars, and electronic devices are surrounded by the panels of artificial intelligence. Humanity evolves from a simple civilization to a symbiotic civilization of human-digit mechanical. By then, are we still humans? Due to abundant energy and the rise of automation technology, many repetitive and high-risk jobs are done by robots, reducing the human mortality rate. However, a massive problem arises. The labor market now heavily seeks high-end and creative talents, almost eliminating the need for ordinary workers. Companies lay off employees, and the unemployment rate reaches the highest point in human history, leading to the ultimate eruption of class conflicts and the collapse of social systems. What changes will occur in Earth's natural environment and ecology after the realization of nuclear fusion? Stay tuned for the next episode.